All right, y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. We got some good stuff to cover today, y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. Welcome to Queen Bee's News, where we gonna post the daily news, but we gonna drag them lies right on out. All right, with that being said, y'all, I ain't even gonna hold y'all up. We finna dive into the first picture right here because I want y'all to see this. So Mr. Vance Boulder was finally captured, y'all. They finally captured him. Now, let me just get this straight, y'all. A mass assassin walks up to two lawmakers' home in full tactical gear. Check this out. Got into a shootout with the police. These folks watched this man go inside the house, okay, commit the murder, and then this man dips out back. We can't make this stuff up. How? Look, y'all, we got to connect the dots, but it's a lot of dots freaking missing here, okay? A lot of dots missing because how? And just like y'all said, they go to one house. How do you know to go to the other house? And like all of this, it's just, and this is the thing, and this is the party. This is the side of the party that is chaos, the confusion, crazy, mental illness, all of the above, y'all. We cannot make this stuff up. This story, I told y'all, sit back and just watch it unravel. And baby, it's giving us exactly what it's giving. Now, make it make sense. This man looked like this man look like he was on a 2-day run. This man looked like he then came from a retreat and looking very unbothered. Now, here's the thing, and this has been speculating around on the internet and stuff like that. It's talk about, could it be more than one person? Because the way that man looked, okay, check him out. Look how he looked compared to this picture right here. Do y'all see a difference? Like, look, check him out here. Look, you know what I'm saying? All that. This guy looks like muscles and all kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? Very fit. So I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? So that's just one of the dots. Okay. Then again, police actually see this man go inside the lawmaker's house. Like, why was y'all not trying to stop? That's another dot. Not only that, he ends up dipping out the back. Y'all can't catch this man. And then the footage that I seen that I placed in my other reaction, y'all, he's seen limping and stuff like that. So how in the hell was he able to get away limping? When I showed y'all that video of him limping to that house, going to that other car and all that other type of stuff, like, it's just not making sense. I know one truth out of this entire story: 4 lawmakers, okay, 2 shot, murdered, dead after voting with the Republicans on illegals not getting health care. Other 2 are covering from injuries and things like that. That's the only truth right now to this story. A lot of the stuff is just BS. And I'm finna get into it, y'all, and tell y'all why. So let's keep this thing moving. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we sit back and watch how much stuff unravel on this. And I hope that they don't try to cover it up, put it under the rug, because y'all know they'll do that quick. They want to try to frame and say, oh, he's a Republican, he's a Trump supporter, and all this other type of stuff. And me just researching over the years and actually going to a rally and all these other type of things and just seeing what MAGA is all about and the supporters and how much love and class and welcoming they are. Like, why in the hell would a Republican, a Trump supporter, would want to go shoot 2 lawmakers or whatnot that actually agreed with the Republicans? Make sense. Now, they did discover that he did vote Republican back in 2002, but he was under Tim Walz or whatever until like 2023. You get what I'm saying? So let's get the record straight. Now I'm finna shut up, y'all. We finna dive into the first video. Coming straight into my boy Benny Johnson on X if y'all want to follow him. This is saying, we now learned that Minnesota police just stood by and watched Vance Boulder murder Rep. Holtman in her home. How is this possible? Let's dive into the video, y'all. Of course it's coming on C. Of course it's going to be on CNN. Let's get into it.
Belter approached Representative Hortman's home, again dressed as a police officer, wearing the tactical vest and body armor, and wearing that hyper-realistic mask. He was armed and carrying a flashlight. Before he entered the home, 2 Brooklyn Park police officers arrived at the scene.
So they already at the scene. 2 are already at the scene
to check on Representative Hortman after learning of the shooting of Senator Hoffman. When they arrived at the scene, they saw Belter's black SUV parked in the driveway with the emergency lights flashing, and they saw Belter standing in front of the house several feet from the door. When Belter saw the officers get out of the car, he drew his weapon and began firing. He rushed into the house through the front door, firing into it. He repeatedly fired into the house, and when he entered, he murdered Representative Hortman and her husband, Mark. The Brooklyn Park police officers fired at Belter as he rushed into the home, but he escaped into the home and out the back. Officers recovered Belter's 9mm Beretta, along with the body armor and the mask, behind the home along his path of flight when he fled on foot. They later searched Belter's car, where they found 5 more firearms, including assault-style rifles and a large quantity of ammunition. Belter also had in his car notebooks containing a list of more than 45 Minnesota state and federal elected officials, including Representative Hortman. Now, Belter planned his attack carefully. He researched his victims and their families. He used the internet and other tools to find their addresses and names, the names of their family members. He conducted surveillance of their homes and took notes about the location of their homes. He also prepared in other ways. He concealed himself as a police officer, outfitting his black SUV with police lights and a police license plate, wearing a black tactical vest and body armor, carrying a police flashlight and a handgun. And of course, he wore that hyper-realistic silicone mask as seen on the surveillance videos. The video of his arrival and shooting of Senator Hoffman is truly chilling. Again, it's no exaggeration to say this is the stuff of nightmares.
So this is crazy, y'all. You mean to tell me it was 2 police officers already there? They watched this man, knew what he was doing. He even engaged in shooting at them. They still allowed this man to go inside the house, exchanging fires, and then dip out through the back door. Can we make any of this make sense? We cannot. I cannot wait for this story to really unravel if that happens. Because God forbid, did they go and say, oh, he took his life. We can't even get nothing. Like, y'all already know how they do things. Y'all know how they operate. We may never get this story for real. But the people with common sense, we're looking right through it. We see right through the BS. Okay? It's a narrative. It's an agenda that they have. Of course, they want to tie Trump's name to it. We know why. It don't take a rocket scientist. Y'all, every single Democrat, anytime they sitting down doing an interview or whatever, Trump's name is mentioned. I swear to you, it's mentioned every time. All these protests and chaos and stuff that's going on and taking place, it's Trump's fault. Why? Because Trump, being our president, we voted him in to do exactly what he needs to do, which is getting these illegal criminals and people up out of here. Oh, and because they acting out due to paid organizations, etc., and all that, it's Trump's fault. We can't make this up, y'all. Let's keep this thing going. Coming straight from Jen, JP011369 on X. More points on Minnesota. Why it doesn't add up. Y'all, I'm finna tell y'all right now. When I tell you he's gonna sum this up so very clear for all of us, we all gonna be like, hell yeah, we was thinking the same thing. Let's dive into it, y'all. Check them out. Straight from Country, Croc OG on TikTok if y'all want to follow him. Listen to what he got to say.
Too many things about this story ain't adding up, y'all. 2 Democratic lawmakers that got mowed down in Minnesota yesterday. This is the person they're saying done it, Vance Butler. But this is what Cowboy Elroy actually looks like now. Cowboys? I'm sorry, what? You expect me to believe that Cowboy Elroy looking like a can of busted biscuits? 24-pack Jack. Outrun law enforcement on fucking foot? At 57-year-old? Now what? Sus. Look, it may be the camera angle, but baby, that don't even look like the same body. You see what I'm saying? Why would you even open the door for that? Is it just me? How does this equal this? Sus. Now look, I know the man worked for a security firm. And he's got all the training. I'm not getting mastermind vibes here. I'm getting 2 Speedway burritos and a fountain drink, which is a perfect cover if you're in a 3-letter agency. So this morning they caught his wife. She was detained in a traffic stop. Remember, Jenny used to work for Wall with multiple relatives going through onomatopoeia, whatever the hell that says. And they found a car full of cash, passports, and pew-pews. Passports? Was she headed for the Canadian border? What is happening here? So Cowboy Elroy just walking all around the city with a cowboy hat, and nobody can't seem to find him almost 2 days later? He left a clue. He left his hat next to another abandoned car. How did he get another car 60 miles away from the original scene? Wasn't they watching his house? Boys, sus. Who is this man? The master of disguise? Who is Vance Butler? Because this is giving Cowboy Carmen Sandiego. Where the hell is he? And then we got this roommate. Why does he have a roommate? He's married, right? Claiming he's his best friend and he's a Trump supporter. Have you seen this guy? I'm picking up some liberal energy. Also, Papa John's loving the free ad.
Maybe dead shortly. So I just want to let you know I love you guys both.
So allegedly, he's reading some kind of text off of his phone that he got from Vance Butler at 6 o'clock this morning. So the dude's just running around talking on his cell phone. Nobody's got this man's phone. What? Now this is where it gets weird.
A photo of your phone screen.
Yeah, I just don't want.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't run it big, but I mean,
yeah, it's alright. I read it. That's
okay. That's
more
fine.
than
We're okay.
So the press wants to take screenshots of the messages this man allegedly sent him, but he don't want to let him see it. Sus.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. So I just got over here. What did the text say? Good, you missed it. I can't read it again. It takes too much out of it.
Why?
But that's the source you all believe in? That he's a Trump supporter? I ain't saying he is or he ain't, but you're going to need better than that. Now, Vance was a documented Republican in the early 2000s in Oklahoma, but that don't really mean he is now. Time will tell you. So he asked him to read it again, and he couldn't read it again. Now, boss, nobody's confiscated this man's phone, had direct contact with the suspect, couldn't show nobody the messages, and couldn't repeat the message.
Come on.
That's sus as shit. So this man is still on the loose, and here's everything I think is sus right now. 1, them trying to say this guy and this guy is the same body, let alone person. 2, the cop just randomly wanting to go to Hortman's house after going to Hoffman's house. Well, he got ESPN or something. 1 representative with the Lord, must be another one. 3, the fact they won't release the manifesto and show people the names on it. 4, Hortman's reaction after voting against her Democratic Party.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and I'm,
Number next thing, the fact Vance's wife is out running around with passports. Is she trying to get away? Number next thing, the No Kings protest notes found in the car. The fact this man worked for Walls. The fact that the internet is going to find this man before the police do. Y'all out here arguing is he Democrat or Republican? That's the last thing I give a damn about. I want to know what's going on here because something's fishy as hell. What is going on here? I feel a rabbit hole. There's a 3-letter agency here. Something sus as hell about all this. I smell fish ass, y'all. Fish ass.
And these are facts, y'all. These are actually facts. And I think we all feeling what he just stated and said. Like, really, they even said the police got body cams and stuff like that. But why hasn't it not been released? Why? Under Minnesota law. Why? We can be whining all day, y'all. All right. So we're going to get into it. Coming to the last reaction of the day on this, y'all. Coming straight from Aquarius Wave. I have the feeling we're being lied to about this. Of course, I think everybody with common sense, yes, even regular folks on TikTok are seeing the cracks. So we ain't the only one. This man breaks it down, y'all. So we gonna get into it, and I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Again, we gonna sit back and see if we can get more. Hopefully we don't get to run around where he committed suicide or this happened or whatnot, because y'all know that's quick and we'll never get the answers we'll never get the questions that we have answered. You get what I'm saying? So I want to know y'all thoughts. I just dropped, not too long ago, 2 reactions on when it all took place and happened. I said we'll be following up on this, just staying on this story or whatnot. I want to know y'all thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are y'all feeling about this? I told you the only truth that we can take out of this is 4 lawmakers, 2 murdered, 2 injured. Critical. So let's dive into this video, y'all. We'll chop it up in the comment section. Let's get it.
Let me get this straight. We're supposed to believe that a man who was appointed by Tim Walz worked under his own administration, who was also praised by Tim Walz publicly. Of course, that was before those taken down the last couple of days.
Took them tweets down.
To believe that that guy was a radical right-wing took this woman's life as well as her husband because voted for Trump. If we were living in the Stone Age of media, this may have actually passed as the story. However, this ain't that. We are living in a world where we can see which side each individual. Here we have Vance, along with his wife, at an anti-Trump protest. Now again, this is a man who was appointed by Tim Walz, was celebrated by Tim Walz, a man who took the life of a congresswoman that happened to vote in opposition to her party when it came to a piece of legislation that would give free health care for legal immigrants. Those are the facts.
Yep.
Now, as far as what we're hearing about this man, his history, and so-called roommate of his, a married man,
right,
who happens to have this roommate who's the guy.
That's how you know they dirty. They can't even get their story together.
You can connect the dots for you.
We can't.